All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to talk about some tweets that came out from Leonard Ellerby, the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, in a message to Devin Haney and Devin Haney fans about a fight with Gervonta Davis. And I certainly hope that people that really want the best for Devin Haney listen up carefully to what Leonard Ellerby had to say, because it is what we call reality, not hype job fantasy, woulda, coulda, shouldas, we want it this way. But what the raw, hard truth is in this world, not just for boxers, but for everybody else. Leonard Ellerby gives the pay-per-view numbers for Devin Haney and the gate for Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis, and explains him very, very succinctly why he has to do what he has to do to get the shot at Gervonta Davis. I'm going to go through the details and implore you Devin Haney fans to please climb down off the cloud you're in and join the rest of us on terra firma, the planet Earth. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. And in this video, gonna hit you with a whole big dose of reality. Something that if you paid attention to boxing for any real amount of time, as far and specifically the business transactions that have taken place in boxing, while you're watching the actual fights that are going on and talking about that, you would have seen coming. Leonard Ellerby, who's the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, and has been involved in the biggest events of this century, almost all of them, put out some tweets in which he gave some very candid information. And I really, really wish that young people who, if you think you're going to get into the business of boxing, or any business, not the business of boxing, just business, listens to, because he explains exactly the situation that Devin Haney is in relative to Gervonta Davis. And he uses hard, cold, what I have to believe is hard, cold facts, considering who it's coming from. And the past experiences of the biggest pay-per-view star and the biggest money maker in gross dollars that there's been in the history of boxing, Floyd Mayweather Jr. But I know we're going to have some little kids out here with their fantasies talking about you're just hating. Oh, you're going to keep calling people haters, all the way into running Devin Haney into a hole. Because if he doesn't take this fight that's being offered with him with Gervonta Davis under the terms that are being offered by Gervonta Davis, and doesn't matter what the terms are, he's absolutely nuts if he thinks he can win this fight and he doesn't. But before I get into the details of it, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you are a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, like my guy Matty Yo, Mr. Powell, everybody that supports in the super thanks, for real. Thank you guys, quadruple thank you guys, because you are enabling me to be able to share this information without any type of fear that I'm not going to get interviews from fighters, or I'm going to isolate myself from a promoter, and all of the other things that really good boxing writers like Paul Magno, who writes for Fight Hype, have to go through for telling you the type of things that I'm telling you. So Leonard Ellerby is clearly talking about Devin Haney and saying Devin Haney in the Gervonta Davis fight, and saying in a series of tweets, I'm going to paraphrase it, that look, man, Devin Haney or fighters that are going to fight a guy like Gervonta Davis are going to have to take the terms that Gervonta Davis offers, and that's it. And the reason that they're going to have to do it is because Gervonta Tank Davis has reached a level of financial success and a level of value that is far beyond the people that are trying to fight him. And he says, take, for example, what Floyd Mayweather Jr. had to do when he wanted to fight Oscar De La Hoya, who was the big cash cow in boxing at the time. What Floyd Mayweather had to do, and this was what Leonard Ellerby said, was take anything that Floyd Mayweather offered. It didn't matter what it was. That guy was the A side. He was the attraction. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is trying to get onto that stage. And Floyd Mayweather Jr. was realistic about it, knew what the situation was, and did what he had to do to get the fight with Oscar De La Hoya. Then he won the fight with Oscar De La Hoya, and the rest is history. So he's using Floyd Mayweather Jr. as an example where he took whatever it was he needed to take. I'm going to get to these Devin Haney numbers. Please do not go away too quick. Same thing with Ryan Garcia, right? Took what he needed to take to get the fight. Complained about it after the fact, but still did what he had to do to get that big payday he got. So what scenario is Devin Haney in? Devin Haney, according to my reading of Leonard Ellerby's tweets, did a good gate at $1.7 million for his gate. So I'm going to give you the good news first. $1.7 million gate. Now, while that's a good number, please understand that that is 1/3 of what Gervonta Davis does every single fight. Whether it is Hector Garcia or Isaac Cruz or Rolly Romero or Hector Garcia or Leo Santa Cruz, that's what he does. 3 times that anytime he's out. His last fight was a $23 million gate, which last time I checked was more than, what is that? How many times does 1.7 go into 23? If it was 1 even, we would know it was 20. It goes in 10 times to 10.7. So let's just say it's 17 times the revenue. But the pay-per-view sales. According to Leonard Ellerby, he says the market value for Devin Haney for his pay-per-views that he got by himself with Regis Prograis was 50,000 pay-per-views. 50,000. Not the 1.2, the 1.5, the 2.2, the 300,000 that people are using. Leonard Ellerby is saying, then this is somebody that has access to these numbers. 50,000. So what does that mean for the money that was made during the fight that Devin Haney had with Regis Prograis? If you take a $1.7 million gate and 50,000 pay-per-views at $59.99, you get $299,50, right? Yeah. That versus, and add to the gate of 1.7 million, you get $4,699,500. When you look at Gervonta Davis's fight against Ryan Garcia was, and I'm going to do this live because I forgot to put it in my notes. You have let's go to low, 1.2 million times $80 is 96 million plus 23 million equals $119 million fight, when Devin Haney's fight generated 4 million, let's round up, 4 points. Let's round all the way up and give him $5 million. So we are going to round up Gervonta to $120 million and Devin Haney to $5 million. Devin Haney's fight, the gross revenue for that fight couldn't pay the taxes on Gervonta Davis fight. It couldn't pay the taxes. His gate and his pay-per-view combined are 1/4 of what the man charged people to watch the fight in the arena. So you guys can stop all of this trying to bait people into, well, do it for the legacy. He needs to go up to 140 to fight to fight Devin Haney. And Devin Haney, no rematch clause, no rehydration clauses, no nothing. And I'm assuming 60% of the purse. You guys are tripping. You dudes are tripping. Gervonta Tank Davis, has no way in the world he is going to give in to Devin Haney on any demand. And Devin Haney having any demands when you have that lopsided a financial value, that lopsided a market value, you are literally asking for charity is what you're asking for. You're saying, give Devin, this really good kid, a chance by doing something that he doesn't, that no other boxer would ever do. Look, man, Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s the CEO of his promotional company, Leonard Ellerby, is telling the stone cold truth. You all are you guys are talking to Devin like he is a man who was up when Michael Jackson, what singer was out there when Michael Jackson was at the peak of his career? Let's just say it was somebody like, I don't know, Alan Thicke. Who says, I want to co-headline with Michael Jackson, and I want 50% or 40% of all the money that comes through the contract. Dude, they're not hearing it, okay? So can we please stop this nonsense? 50,000 pay-per-views, and you're bumping your lips like this man got to make concessions? You're tripping. Anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.